ToonGrin.
Huh? Gross. Are you just sitting on your couch wasting away your life like a useless leech on society?
Wow, you just cut to the chase, don't you?
Well, Crazy Steve is here to distract you from your problems with cheap franchising.
Oh boy!
Have you ever heard of Crest Animation?
Yeah?
The people behind the Little Legend That Good remake?
Yeah?
Who used to be the company behind The Swan Princess, The Trumpet of the Swan, and The King and I.
Those fucking been Disney ripoffs?
Yeah. Excellent, then your standards are low enough to appreciate our movie, Alpha and Omega.
Sorry, I try to avoid watching crap.
Because you loved it so much, not only have we developed a sequel, but we've developed the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th in the franchise. What do you think?
WHYBOY!
Well, these movies ain't gonna review themselves, right, Obnoxious?
Yeah! This is Alpha and Omega 2, a HOWL-IDAY adventure here on Cartoon Corner.
Alpha and Omega. What a wonderfully bland, forgettable Romeo and Juliet story. But as it turned out,
quite a few of you out there actually like this movie. In fact, some of you are so passionate about it that you think I should be burnt alive in a box for talking crap about it.
Oh, why you people acting so cray-cray?
Shut up! WHYBOY!
But this sort of backlash to my review made me have to look back at Alpha Omega with softer eyes.
I can see now the true heart of this movie, beating with a true comedic and romantic strength that none can match. It made me realize that Alpha Omega is not stupid, but hilariously awfully stupid.
How dare you?
Crazy Steve? Didn't I just knock you out?
Money can cure anything, even blunt trauma.
Look, Steve, I know you put a lot of time and effort into this, but I just found Alpha and Omega to be stupidly silly.
Come on, WHYBOY, don't be a stick in the mud. Alpha and Omega is a magical, fun adventure for the whole family. There's even howling musical numbers that you can get a magical 8-track of if you make 12 easy payments of $49.99.
I think the fact that howling musical numbers are now a thing kind of validates my stupidly silly point.
Look, you can't deny how popular it is. Look at all the sequels this classic animated movie spawned.
Yes, oddly enough, after Alpha and Omega was met with just decent returns, Crest Animation began pumping these A&O movies out almost yearly. A Holiday Adventure, The Great Wolf Gains, The Legend of Sawtooth Cave, Family Vacation, Dinosaur Digs.
And they just kept going with this, with 2 more movies in planning and development. The Big Furries and Journey to Bear Kingdom. Are you just trying to outdo the Land Before Times movies and sequels?
Of course not. We're just spreading the gift of giving commercialized filler to the masses, starting with Alpha and Omega 2, a holiday adventure.
You're a monster, you know that, Steve?
Sorry, can't hear you due to all this money.
Okay, time to start our search for answers. Will we find them by the end of this movie? Very doubtful, but let's just go ahead anyways. This is an Alpha and Omega Christmas in the middle of spring with kids.
Seeing how this movie is just a no kids edition, we have our 3 wolfing mistakes taking up most of the frame, and right away you can clearly see the drop in animation, and like I will trumpet the rooftops, Alpha and Omega was a particularly top grade animation to begin with.
Indeed. The less amount of effort it takes to render everything, the more money we can save for the pile. Focus and blow don't pay for itself, you know.
Piss off, Steve. But maybe I'm overreacting. We know usual character design dictates that we find characters with big eyes and small noses adorably cute, like Tweety Bird, Bambi, and Pikachu. So let's start this epic sequel by meeting the kids, Stinky, Claudette, and Runt. Or to sum up by their archetypes, we got Dumb One, Girl One, and Scrappy Doo.
Come and listen to this elegant dialogue.
How about things like this? Pick a tree, any tree. Runt, do you need to take a whiz? What? Claudette, inappropriate. This is male-to-male stuff, alright?
You know, one day, I hope a video reviewer does a top 10 list of their fave piss and poo jokes from movies. Apparently there's plenty of material to work with from my reviews.
Yes, my masterpiece will finally be realized.
We then head back to the caves to see Humps and Gabe preparing for Christmas. And this time around, no big name celebrity voices for them, but we have 2 others who give just as stimulating a performance.
We're serving Bones, our first dinner.
Are you criticizing my dinner choice?
No, not at all. Bones have lots of roughage.
Humphrey, dear, just dig.
Humps and Kate's romance seems to be falling on hard times, huh?
Well, I can't wait to hear the ending of this story in Alpha Omega 10, Divorce Proceedings. She's taking him for all he's worth.
Jumping back to the kids, they notice 3 unfamiliar wolves wandering their territory and decide to welcome them. And keep in mind, Girl One exposited earlier that they've been told rogue wolves are in the area. So are they suicidal idiots or brain-dead morons?
No worries, we got this. Let me do my thing.
Both.
So Jump Cut Bear attacks the kids, but they are saved by the rogue wolves, who drive off the grizzly, as the kids say, a classic one-liner.
And pick on your own size next time.
What?
And pick on your own size next time.
That's either a grammar error or you're just insensitive to bears' natural figures. It's okay, Bo. They'll just never understand our hotness.
Anyway, Dumb One and Girl One question the rogue wolves, asking them what they're doing in their territory. But they just say they happen to be in the neighborhood and aren't doing anything evil, so they let them go. Right after Scrappy goes missing. Whoops.
Now, why didn't they kidnap the kids when they were, right in front of them? Because the villains would have succeeded if they did.
But, screw wolf abduction. Let's head on back to the adults and see how they're doing with Christmas traditions.
We should gather up the alphas and hunt those rogue wolves down.
Let's give him the old lockjaw.
The rogue leader wanted to be king and couldn't. Now he has formed an all-alpha pack.
I'll show him all alpha.
Yeah, why do those dark wolves have to keep coming into our territory? Dirty dark wolves, we need to build a great wall to keep them out. Oh no, wait, that'd be dumb.
And look, it's crazy Garth and Lily. You know, the more interesting romantic couple from the last movie. What have they been up to?
Oh, hi everyone. Sorry we're late. Lily and I took a little detour.
Oh, yeah. Are they referring to what I think they're referring to?
Garth, it's time you found a cave. I told you I'd give up mine.
Lily and I like living in the grass. The very tall grass.
Oh, yeah. Platonic commitment. What?
The kids then arrive at the cave and tell Humps and Kate that Scrappy's been kidnapped, so the parents head off to save their pup, with Kate using her telescopic wolf eyes.
Natural Geographic just cuts out all the good stuff, don't they?
To find him, but he's already far gone, as he's already been brought to the leader of the wolves, King.
This small wolf is Winston's grandpup? The great alpha of the Western Pack is producing runts.
Hey, that's not fair at all. That's only one of them. You should see his other grandpup.
This is Dumper Now.
Oh, what the hell's wrong with your dog, man?
Oh, there's nothing wrong with my dog, man.
He is really into working out. And tight thongs.
My suspect viewing history aside, King then introduces Scrappy to his No, that's Princess.
Her name is literally Princess. I know I was being a jerkwad with the names before, but the movie's just mocking itself at this point.
Back with Humps and Kate in their search for the rogue wolf, they take a shortcut, but are cut off by this raging chocolate river that escaped from the Wonka candy factory up the stream. So how to proceed? Well, reuse scenes from the first movie, of course, and make it considerably uglier.
And now I'm old and impulsive. Kate, wiggle around.
You just gotta love how the vine phases through his teeth. At least he won't have any black buildup. Continuing on with Scrappy and Princess's side of the movie, she gets him some food, and Scrappy, after taking a bite, shows her what sharing is.
I was leaving the other half for you. You know, like sharing. I guess it's an Omega thing.
When we have a kill, those who eat are those who fight for it.
And I'm sure the pups do really well under that scenario.
This episode of Alpha Omega is brought to you by the letters F and S for Feminicide and Starvation. Yay!
Back with the pack, Lily and Garth show off how they're far more interesting characters as Garth preps the Alphas for the rescue mission, and Lily deduces the rogue wolves are trying to set a trap for the Alphas to destroy their whole pack. But screw those smart things. Those rascally kids sneak out of the... No, they didn't. They just walked out of the cave to catch up and help their parents in the search for Scrappy. At the same time, Humps and Kate meet up with their treasured friends, Duck and Gooseface, and they aren't voiced by Larry Miller and Eric Price anymore, but have had their voices consolidated to be voiced by just one guy.
What kind of hack has one guy playing multiple characters? Right, guys?
Couldn't agree more.
Tunnel. Indeed.
I like rainbows.
Oh, look at the time now. I think it's time for the exact same fine swing scene again, folks. But this time with kids.
You all okay? They so take after you.
Me? Humphrey, that is all you.
Okay, this is no longer a movie, this is just a sitcom. Let's just cue the laugh track and cut to commercial.
They so take after you.
Me? Humphrey, that is all you.
Back with Scrappy once again, he's getting into some hilarious hijinks by egging on an alpha wolf enough for him to want to rip his throat out, and then having to be bailed out by Princess, which gets a resounding one-liner from him.
Walk it off!
You know, let me just try something here.
Puppies!
Yeah, that works.
The Alpha and Omega family make their way to Scrappy when they have to stop because dumb one's only defining characteristic, smelling stuff, kicks in.
Gee, we're basically just copy-pasting everything from the first movie. What could possibly be next? The porcupine?
Hi, guys. A very small whiff. How cute!
Aw, look, it's the bear cub that nearly got Humps and Kate killed last movie. What a lovely surprise.
It wasn't pretty, and neither was her breath.
Hey, can I come with you?
Talk to the paw. Go home. What is this, a parade?
And that, ladies and gentlemen, was Humps' most intelligent decision ever.
Now let's leave before Karma comes and bites us in the ass.
So you're just gonna leave that cub alone?
I was joking when I said the porcupine would be back. What are you doing here?
Who are you?
Do you know what will happen to that cute and adorable little cub?
What are you, his travel agent? Because you're just sending him on a guilt trip.
You know the rules of the Force.
I know the rules of survival. Why am I having this discussion with you? Ow!
Sorry, it was a reflex. Karma, my friend.
Are you kidding me? They nearly got killed last time they tried to help a bear cub out. So excuse him for being a little apprehensive about helping this one. But hey, here's a helpful suggestion for you, Mr. Porcupine. If you're so worried about this little bear cub, why don't you stay with him until his mama comes back?
Karma, my friend.
Nice, asshole.
So they temporarily adopt the cub, and bouncing back to Princess and Scrappy again, we get...
Well, that phase certainly encapsulates what the audience is feeling at the moment.
So finally, the family finds the rogue wolves. Kate and Humps didn't just go on ahead to see that the rogues outnumber them. Shortly after, the main secondaries meet up with the pups and their adopted bear cub.
What are you doing with the bear cub?
We kind of adopted him.
Adopted him?
Oh, trust me. Logic is not our friend here.
Wow. That face and now this line.
Logic is not our friend here.
It's a match made in reviewing heaven.
So the secondaries catch up with Kate and Humps and devise a plan for Humps to distract the rogue wolves while Kate circles around and grabs Scrappy. Their method? Hiding in the tall grass and putting Humps on Garth's back to make him look like a big alpha.
Hey, Garth, they're approaching. Stake your territory. It'll keep them from coming too close. You want me to pee? No, you fool. I want you to howl.
You know, I thought I would have to at least wait a couple minutes before I had to use this. But
logic is not our friend here.
So the plan goes off insultingly without a hitch, especially considering their hiding place disappeared between shots. And while Kate and Humps escape with the pups, the secondaries stay behind to use themselves as wolf shields for the incoming army of rogue wolves.
We can only mess them up, Winston. We won't be able to stop this.
They can't handle our numbers. They are weak. Purity will win.
When did this movie become about a race war?
The whole Northwest whatever wolves conflict from last movie may have been contrived as all hell, but at least there was some context given for what their conflict was about and why it came about. Here it's just, you're evil, we're pure, which makes King come off as unbelievably pretentious. Just check out how he reacts when Princess finally has had enough.
Lead the rest of the pack to Winston's home and claim it.
No, Father. Not this time.
Princess! Princess!
You can really feel the deep, heart-wrenching connection between them. Or you would if they actually wrote that into the script. But anyway, it looks like the bears have re-entered the story, and as a thanks for saving their cub, they bring with them a big, wholesome helping of bear whoop-ass.
This is a metaphor for something.
So the day is won. King of the Canine Clan is trampled to death, I guess. Yay. And everything is great. Let's celebrate with awkward laughing. Back with Humps, Kate, and the pups, they begin to make their way home. For some reason not wanting to stay and make sure their family survived the battle, or to spend Christmas with them. But they get lost in a snowstorm.
Humphrey?
It's getting too cold, right?
Mom? Dad? Might we make it home in time for Christmas?
You know, that is pretty crappy of you to not care about your extended family going into a race war and instead caring more for the fact that you might not be able to celebrate Christmas. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, HOWL-IDAY.
Oh, and while looking for their way home, they see a highway a couple miles away. But how can they get down this hill in the quickest way imaginable?
Oh no. No, no, no. No, 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 no.
You know, it's amazing how many bark slugs are just lying around. It's almost like that art asset was copy-pasted everywhere. And we might as well crowbar in one more callback to the first movie, since those closing credits are drawing near and all. There we go. And they luckily find their way down the mountain to meet up with the single-handedly the most important character in all these movies. The gas station attendant from Alpha and Omega 1.
You remember him, right? He was the guy who screamed,
I got you both now.
Shoot 'em!
"It's like an Easter egg for the fans."
And seeing as it's Christmas, he decides to leave, most likely to retake some pics for that clearly photoshopped image of himself, and he lets Humps, Kate, and the pups spend Christmas inside the gas station.
Humphrey. Here we are, trying to get home again.
I think we already are.
Ah, a Christmas classic that really had very little to do with Christmas. Yeah. But do you see now why Alpha and Omega became such a popular franchise? Well, I certainly can't.
Well,
Let's start off with the movie's cons.
The adding kids sequel is usually the kiss of death for these sort of kids movies, but this is basically the first movie again with sugar powdered on top. The animation is crap, the models are ugly, the story... What the f*** did this have to do with Christmas? And a race war? Again, what? I said it before and I'll say it again. Ain't with the result of going through a basic bland movie breakdown. So some just took that first script, tossed it in the washing machine, gave it a spin with a few other things, and ta-da, ain't 2. But with all that said, what were some pros? I still feel that Lily and Garth are still fine characters with, again, little screen time for them. And really, this movie is great if you got a person sad enough to sit through it with you, because it's just hilariously stupid as well. Now, if the movie wanted to, improve like sequels should strive for, then I would suggest was their first idea for a movie. A story with Lily, Garth, Humps, and Kate together doing an adventure would be fine. While Kate and Humps are the rocks of romance, Garth and Lily would have spiced things up for everyone, making it a cute little children's romance movie. But...
logic is not our friend here.
Now I'm all just sad. I got 6 more Alpha and Omega movies to review, and there's a corpse in my room. Life is just so stupid.
This episode of Cartoon Corner was sponsored by the lovely people at TeePublic. If you don't know what TeePublic is, well, simply put, TeePublic is a t-shirt selling service which enables designers to upload as many t-shirt designs as they want, create their own store, and build a following without having to worry about printing or shipping. And ToonGrin has just joined them and set up our own shop. Click the annotation on screen or in the description below to visit our store where you can choose from our selection of original designs or personal favorites from T-Pups' extensive library of sweet t-shirt designs. This month though, I say if you're in the rainbow loving mood like Smolder, then consider getting the Smolder Likes Rainbows design, on for a special lowered price for the first 72 hours on our store. Any shirt you buy after clicking the annotation will help support ToonGrin, so why not support the show and look sweet doing it? This is WHYBOY looking fly and signing out for now.